I sold my 2015 WRX STI a few years ago, but today I'm back in the driver's seat. Well, sort of. Here's me piloting a somewhat replica STI at the Nürburgring in Assetto Corsa while I give you the real owner's guide. What makes the STI special, the common issues with fixes, and a trip down memory lane with yours truly. I bought my 2015 STI brand new, and it was the first car that I had ordered and waited to come off the truck from the dealership. This was my attainable dream car. I had visions as a kid of owning an STI back when the blob eye and hawk eyes were hot. Visions of one sitting in my driveway as a homeowner. And truth be told, I bought this shortly after I purchased my first house. For me, this car was a significant accomplishment and a realization of dreams. I was there. I made it. I was a homeowner, and I owned the all-wheel drive rocket that I had always wanted. But of course, I wasn't just satisfied with it out the box. This was the first car I spent a lot of money modding. So much so that I had to get a daily. At the time, I got it to the level of what Cobb was calling a stage 3 tune. I also had it dynoed by Church Automotive out of California, and then I had some custom maps made by Brent Tuning. Sound like 100 horsepower? I'll spare you all the mod details, but if you're STI curious in 2025, here's what I wish someone told me. Short, honest, and no fluff. Back in 2015, the STI's natural rivals were, of course, the Mitsubishi Evo 10, the MK7 Golf, the Ford Fiesta ST, and it was soon followed by the Focus RS. You could also cross-shop an Audi S3 or an older BMW 335 Xi if you wanted luxury with pace. See, the Evo was sharper stock, the Golf R was quicker point to point, but the STI felt the most mechanical. Fast forward to today, and your cross-shop looks different. You have the Honda Civic Type R, which as you know, I'm an owner of, the Toyota GR Corolla, the MK8 Golf R, and even the GR86 if you want pure rear drive feel. The STI still stands out for analog steering feel and all-wheel drive adjustability, but modern competitors are faster and more refined out of the box. Take my Type R for example. It's front-wheel drive, but can put the WRX through its paces. So what makes it worth it? Well, hydraulic steering that talks to you, brakes with a real bite, a manual transmission which rewards intent, and the driver-controlled center diff that lets you nudge balance from neutral to playful. The STI isn't polished, but it's engaging. If you want involvement over insulation, you'll get it every single drive. For the quick specs, the car has a 2.5-liter EJ257 turbo flat 4, which again has 305 horsepower and 290 pound-feet of torque. It weighs in at about 3,450 pounds. It has Subaru's famous symmetrical all-wheel drive with the driver-controlled center differential, or DCCD. It does the 0 to 60 in the mid-4s with a proper launch, and the quarter-mile time can be expected at mid-13s or even the low 13s. Now, let's talk about the part that actually saves the engine. Now, on to the common issues and fixes. Number one, of course, is the ringland failures. So to fix this, a good quality Pro Tune will ensure smooth timing and fueling and reduce knock. Avoid lugging high gear and low RPM at high boost. Number 2 is rod bearing and wear failure from heat or oil starvation. To fix, short oil intervals with high quality oil will help. Consider baffled pan pickups for track and monitor oil temps. Use oil analysis so you can catch trends before they become a problem. Number 3, turbo oil feed banjo screens clogging. To fix, inspect and clean or delete the screens per a trusted tuner. This way you protect the turbo. Number 4, a heat-soaked top mount intercooler. To fix, improve your top mount ducting/heat shielding. For repeated pulls on the track, upgrade the top mount or go front mount. Add a turbo blanket/some heat shielding. Number 5. In the factory calibration, there's some lean spots and there's some knock sensitivity. To fix, I recommend a conservative Pro Tune. It's the single best reliability mod. Prioritize safety over peak numbers. And as I mentioned at the time, I went with Church Automotive, and then I had some custom e-tunes done by Brent Tuning. Number 6, PCV blow-by oiling the intake. To fix, install a quality air oil separator or catch cans. Maintain hoses and check for emulsified oil in cold climates. Number 7, clutch shudder or notchy shifting when hot. To fix, shifter bushing and transmission mount for feel, expect some NVH and some fresh OEM fluid and proper clutch break-in. Number 8, brake fade on spirited track drives. Now this is common amongst many cars, not just the STI. But to fix, high temp pads and fluid with stainless lines. Bed pads properly and torque wheels consistently. Number 9, this is just general guidance. Wheel hop and axle stress on hard launches. So you want to do softer launches on street tires and you want to have healthy bushings. Consider mounts and suspension tuning before chasing 60-foot times in this car. Number 10, and lastly, boost creep and spike after you do some exhaust mods. And this doesn't just apply to the STI, but it is common. Use hardware your tuner supports and ensure wastegate control and boost targets are verified in the tune. Don't mix and match blindly. If you remember nothing else, tune it safely, cool it properly, and watch your oil. Now on to real ownership. Day to day, it's firm, a little loud, and very direct. The clutch can be heavier than what you may be used to, but I loved it. But the steering chatter, the diff working beneath you, and the way the car strings corners together, that's the payoff. It's not effortless, it's rewarding. It does understeer under hard acceleration through corners, whereas its direct competitor, the Evo, tends to feel a little bit more playful. As for the running costs, budget for tires, premium fuel, good oil, and brakes. If you track, add fluid flushes and a second set of pads. Planned costs beat surprise costs. Ask me how I know. What's the future of the STI in a WRX world? That's the elephant in the room. Subaru paused the next-gen STI based on the current WRX. Instead, we've seen trims like the WRX TR and the WRX TS, which has Brembos as seats and STI-tuned dampers, but no higher output halo. Officially, Subaru's performance arm is exploring electrified paths for the future of STI badge machines. Translation: in the near term, expect tuned by STI chassis packages on the WRX, and in the longer term, a hybrid or full electric STI when regulations and tech line up. If you want the raw, manual EJ era feel, the 2015 to 2021 cars are the end of that line. So, should you buy one today? The pros are it has talkative steering, real all-wheel drive traction, a huge community, mod-friendly, and unmistakable character. The cons are the EJ quirks, kinda like the rotary engine. You gotta treat them with respect, but they're unique. The ride can be harsh, and fuel and tires go quick if you drive it like it begs. And the interior tech is a little bit dated. If you want calm and quiet, there are certainly better choices. But if you want a car that meets you halfway and then asks for more, you'll love it. My overall summary is this. I miss my 2015 STI. Not every day, but every perfect morning road and every rainy night. The car made me do the work, and it paid me back every time. When I think back as to why I chose the STI over the Evo at the time, it came down to one thing: the sound. I couldn't get over the way the EJ motor sounds with its unequal length headers and a nice exhaust system. The Evo pretty much outperformed the STI at the limit, but it wasn't about that for me. It's like that old saying, you can go to school, but you can't buy class. Not that the STI is classy, but it really does have some character. And even though the engine might be like glass, the transmission was bulletproof, which I always thought was funny, considering the Evo was the exact opposite. Each episode in this series, I do something new, and this time I am going to do a POV drive in my sim against the rivals I mentioned above. If you don't want to stick around for that, I will see you in the next one where I get into the first daily I bought while I had the STI, the 370Z. For those that are out now, take care and God bless you and your family. Okay, I'm starting in last place. Let's see what I can do. Yeah, we got the MK7, Golf R in front, the new WRX Evo 9, right ahead of me. Let's see, come on. I botched that launch. Whoa, 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 careful. The Audi S3, I passed him. Evo 9 is stuck behind the Evo 10. Kind of a weird racing line, but that's okay. These are all driver errors. Let's see if I can get to the front. Whoa, there we go. That seemed uncharacteristic-like, but we're here. Let's go, Evo 9. Driver versus driver. Cooked that one. Should have me on acceleration. I'm gonna have to pass you. This is a 3-lap race. That RS up top is gonna be the one for me to catch. Yeah, I mean, I got out of the back of the pack with relative ease. Now, this is very characteristic-like of the STI, where it understeers through corners, especially a stock STI. This is bone stock. But yeah, that RS is putting a hurt on me. I don't know if I can close the gap. Oops. Turn in. Faster on the straight, so I have a hard time catching him here. Gotta slow it down. There we go. Induce a little bit of oversteer. Get on the throttle with full traction. To force this to rotate here and then smooth it out with the throttle pedal. Here I'm just gonna lift. Nah, I better give it a little bit of brakes because it is understeer happy. Could probably use a little bit more front camber. Okay, we're halfway halfway through this race. Gotta be very careful there. I'm gaining on him. I can catch him if I don't make any mistakes. Little into the dirt. Misshift. Ooh. All right. It has to be now, or else never again will I have the chance. There we go. Well, that was a mistake, but we on them. Light brake, and then accelerate out. There we go. I can do it. All right, some racecraft here. Let's see if he. Yep, he's on me. Got him. Corkscrew. Overcooked that, but. Lots of mistakes were made today, but lots of fun was also had. All right. And that's it. We got 'em, boys. Well, let's see what the official times were. Goes the MK7 or not GTI, the R. Everybody's finished. That WRX is smoking. Okay, official times. So the Focus RS did second place, the Golf R did third. The Lancer says, I guess this is, this is the Evo 9. And then the 2022 WRX, and then the Evo 10 did sixth, and the Audi S3 did last. So this is more of a reflection of drivers, but my fastest lap was 141.258. That's a little fast for a stock STI, but you know, this is not real life. It's only simulated real life. So cool. I guess I'm pleased with that. This was a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in, and God bless you and your family. I am out.